In early 2025, astronomers at the European Southern Observatory detected something that should have been impossible: a planet orbiting a dying star in a way that defied every known law of physics. Officially labeled HD 9326b, it was later nicknamed the Impossible Planet by stunned researchers. At first glance, it seemed to be an ordinary gas giant, roughly the size of Jupiter, located 1,200 light-years from Earth. But as data poured in, the anomalies multiplied. The planet was orbiting within the habitable zone of a white dwarf, a remnant star that should have incinerated or ejected any planet long ago during its death throes. According to all astrophysical models, a world like this simply should not exist. Yet there it was, shimmering faintly in the glare of its ghostly sun. When astronomers pointed the James Webb Space Telescope toward it, they found something even stranger. The planet wasn't reflecting light as it should. Its albedo, the measure of reflectivity, was almost zero, darker than charcoal. It absorbed nearly all radiation, yet maintained an atmospheric temperature consistent with an energy source far stronger than its host star could provide. Some hypothesized geothermal or tidal heating, but the numbers didn't add up. It was as if something inside the planet was generating power. Within weeks, the astrophysics community split in disbelief. If HD 109326b was real, it meant planets could survive, or even form, after their stars die. But a small group of independent researchers proposed a far more chilling possibility, that the planet wasn't T-natural at all. One of them, Dr. Leon Ortega from the University of Santiago, noticed peculiar spectral fluctuations emanating from the planet S shadow, repeating radio frequencies buried deep within the cosmic background noise. They weren't random. When amplified and mapped, the frequencies formed geometric sequences, triangles, hexagons, and spirals, mathematical structures that nature rarely produces by accident. "It's as if something down there is transmitting," Ortega said during a closed conference. Soon after, her research data was reportedly classified and her access to observatory servers was revoked. Then, her name quietly vanished from the project's documentation. By March 2025, high-resolution scans revealed an even greater anomaly. The planet's orbit appeared to be self-correcting. Normally, gravitational interactions cause orbits to decay or drift over time. But HD 9326b maintained a perfect circular path, as though guided by intelligent precision. NASA analysts called it gravitational stabilization beyond known mechanisms. It was almost as if the planet was station-keeping, like a spacecraft. Weeks later, the James Webb captured faint thermal emissions from the planet S terminator line, the boundary between day and night. The heat signatures resembled grid-like patterns, vast straight lines stretching for thousands of kilometers, forming what looked like an enormous lattice beneath the clouds. No known geological process could produce such symmetry. Were they cities? Power networks? Something older? The scientific community demanded answers, but strangely, official reports began to conflict. Some databases listed HD 9326b as confirmed, while others quietly removed it entirely. Amateur astronomers trying to locate it were met with blank coordinates. It was as if the system had vanished from the public sky. Yet the data remained archived in private copies, revealing one final detail that turned speculation into fear. The planet emitted a faint but persistent pulsing signal, repeating every 61 minutes. When converted into audio frequency, the pattern resembled a heartbeat, steady, deliberate, unnervingly biological. Was it a natural oscillation or a message? One astrophysicist from Tokyo described it best. It's as if the planet itself is alive. Then, something even stranger happened. On June 9, 2025, the Chandra X-ray Observatory detected a sudden burst of radiation from the system, not from the dying star, but from the planet. The flash lasted only seconds, but it was powerful enough to outshine its host. Afterward, every probe and telescope aimed at the coordinates experienced interference. Instruments glitched, data streams froze, and satellites briefly lost orientation. Within 48 hours, the entire HD 109326 system was listed as temporarily unobservable. It was as if something didn't want to be seen. Around the same time, a group of amateur astronomers in Chile claimed to have captured faint optical flickers where the planet should have been, repeating in rhythmic pulses matching the earlier radio pattern. But the light wasn't random. When analyzed, it contained structured binary sequences that, when translated, formed repeating strings resembling ancient mathematical constants, pi, phi, and e, the universal languages of intelligent design. Some theorize that we weren't looking at a planet at all, but a construct, a colossal artificial object built to mimic one, orbiting a dead star to harness its residual energy. A machine world, a cosmic ark, a relic left behind by a civilization that transcended biology. Others believed it was something more sinister, an engineered anomaly, possibly a form of surveillance or containment. What if, they asked, it wasn't built to watch the cosmos, but to hide something from it? As the months passed, more irregularities surfaced. Gravitational readings around HD 109326b began to fluctuate, as if the planet were gaining mass. Some speculated that it was pulling in dark matter, absorbing unseen energy from the vacuum of space. Theorists compared it to a Dyson sphere in reverse, not harnessing energy, but feeding on it. And then came the most disturbing revelation. The System S radiation pattern appeared faintly mirrored in several other distant regions of space, each echoing the same frequency, as though multiple impossible planets were blinking in synchrony. Were they communicating or awakening? In September 2025, the data feed from the European Southern Observatory abruptly stopped. When journalists asked for comment, officials claimed a sensor calibration issue. But weeks later, a leaked memo surfaced, hinting that the planet had shifted orbital velocity without apparent cause. In simple terms, it moved on its own. For the first time in recorded astronomy, a celestial body had changed course, not under gravitational influence, but seemingly by decision. The memo ended with a chilling line. HD 109326b has altered its orbit by 0.02 AU. Reclassification, unknown object of artificial origin. Since then, all references to it have disappeared from NASA's exoplanet archive. Yet whispers persist among astrophysicists that the anomaly continues to pulse, now on a new frequency, one that, according to some, aligns eerily close to Earth's own electromagnetic resonance. If true, that means the signal could now be directed here. Is it a form of contact, a warning, or a countdown? No one knows, but one thing is certain: HD 109326b, the planet that shouldn't exist, challenges everything we know about life, creation, and the boundaries of our universe. And if it truly was built, then the question we must ask is not how it was made, but who made it, and whether they are still out there, watching the stars, or waiting for us to finally notice.